On time.
All right. Anyway, let's go. Caution. This email originated from outside of the City of Plano network. Do not click links or open attachments unless you recognize the sender and know the content is safe. Dun, dun, dun. Detective, I'm following up on this to make sure you saw it. Alex Miller, Financial Operations Manager, Rippaverse Publishing, LLC. www.rippaverse.com. Rippaverse Comics logo. So this is he's following up on the investigation. This is from Brandon Taylor. This is on October 2nd, 2024, to Jimmy Farias. And he says, "Hey, Detective Farias." I love it. Like, this is not how you talk to somebody in a professional email, Brandon. Okay, laser eyes. Okay. Hey, Detective Farias. Like you're on the street just waving at him and shit. Right? It should get rid of the hey, drop that. It should say Detective Farias, comma. Right? You're addressing him in a professional manner. Here is what Riley said recently in his Discord. Dun, dun, dun. Looks like the Discord has been hacked. We've been hacked.
Oh, no, not
man.
the public Discord.
Dump it. Dump the Discord. Dump it. It's too late. They're already in. They've passed the firewall, George. What are we going to do? Anyway, he says, we'll see. My lawyer is considering us onboarding a PI group, but I'd have to find a way to virally market Free Riley Fund to afford that. I'm sure the process will take forever, and I'll let y'all know when it really starts. Imagine that in real life, PI document salvage is dead. Are the Rippaverse taxes in order? Dun, dun, dun. Is Eric arriving at the business to meet the Saska sisters after hours every other Tuesday? Only one way to find out. And I can't see what this is. This image is so like... I think he's arguing with someone. I guess I can't make this shit out. And it says, is there an update on his trial? Thank you, Brandon. Is there an update on his trial? You know, maybe you should call the clerk at the county, right? At the county's office. The court. Call the court. You know, they can help you. Those kind of inquiries. Brandon Taylor, operations manager. Definitely do not email Brandon at Rippaverse.com, guys. Okay, definitely don't do that. Don't ask him if he can see in two directions at once.
Wait a minute. So that's how they have their email address?
The other one's
Brandon at Rippaverse. So that means all the other email addresses are similar design and structure. That's
how my email address is, George. So CC to Eric July. That's probably his email address. Andrew Rodriguez. That's probably his email address. Because I know it is, because here's how stupid whoever redacted this, right? Eric D. July, big space. Andrew Rodriguez, big space. Alex Miller, they forgot to redact it because it's on the next line. Alex at Rippaverse.com. You fucking retards. Hey, detective. Again. Hey, detective.
Hey.
Wiley is refusing to give up on going after Eric. Here's another threatening video. This is from Rippa Goalpost status. Could this video be sent to the judge overseeing his file? Thank you. Are you asking him? Could it? I mean, it could theoretically. Maybe you should be like, will you send this to the judge? How can I forward this to the judge? Maybe you could just contact the judge. Does nobody know how court works? Right? It's so literally, the judge in the trial. You just look up the trial. You know the judge. You can send the judge things. They have an email. They ask you, hey, do you have any information on this case? You can send the fucking information in.
Maybe he dreads the judge.
I see what you did there. We appreciate your assistance with this. We had a blast.
Wow. Some informal language.
Yeah, are you and Jimmy Farias really close or something, Brandon? Yeah, we had a blast. Thanks. So this is from Jimmy Farias. Thanks for the update. That picture shows he was arrested for the warrant I put in the system for him. Plano is in Collin County, and it will show the sheriff's office as loading the warrant into the system rather than the city of Plano. I hope the event went well. I think they had it out of order. I think this probably was sent first, and then we appreciate your assistance with this. We had a blast. He's letting Jimmy know. He's got to let Farias know. Good evening, Detective Farias. Riley was arrested yesterday, and here are the details. Why are you telling, Brandon? I'm pretty sure the guy who was involved in the arrest knows that he was arrested. From what our security guy said, Carlton PD checked and did not see an arrest warrant in their system. Thanks, Brandon. Brandon, per your request, his name is Riley Mix. So they've just doxed Riley to Brandon.
In all caps, look at that.
So they sent so this is from Autistic Boobs, which we know is Mint. So they sent a Mint image. I wonder what the image is. This okay? This is the image. Hey, Detective Farias. I hope this message finds you well. Is he dying? This is what you send to your lover that's overseas, right?
That's what I'm saying. This partner. Is way too informal.
I hope this message finds you well. It's been a fortnight since I've thought of your face, and I've not seen you. Right? Who talks like this? I don't think I've ever, in the history of my professional career, when I've reached out to many people, whether they're CEOs, presidents of companies, or just regular employees, I've never once said, I hope this message finds you well. Never.
Well, in the 1800s, of course, they would write that kind of stuff with a quill pen.
Yeah, I can just see laser eyes. Just quill, looking in two directions.
With a powdered wig.
Powdered wig.
That sounds like a Civil War letter. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
High heels.
I hope this message finds you well. The boys, their morale is waning. The general, he's very upset. The last battle did not go so well. The Union Army is overrunning us. Hopefully, Texas will be free one day. Right?
Remember the Alamo.
My bosom longs for your communication.
Katie, the link is in the.
It's in the DM group, Katie.
Yeah, I'll put it again, but it is in the DM group.
She can only get on here if she read The Immortal Mask. What, too soon?
Did someone die? I guess I'll just send it to you directly to. Just in case you don't want to get in the DM group, Katie. I understand. All right. I'm writing to bring to your attention a concerning matter involving an individual. Riley and Mint Salad have been posting alarming
individual. I searched an individual. Same language.
Well, I love how he says an individual and then he names two people. That's not an individual. Unless Riley and Mint Salad is one person. They're
they
joined twins, right? They're like that fucking He-Man villain with the two heads. Too bad, right?
Oh yeah.
Riley and Mint Salad have been posting alarming content on social media. This person is known to be an armed stalker and has recently made posts about attending an event that is expected to host approximately 300 attendees. Riley has never been known to be armed. I've never seen Riley armed with any sort of weapon.
He's armed. Stalker. He's got two of them.
Why are these so fucking bad? These images. All right, let me. Someone read me off what it is, but read it off really slow.
The great potential threat this poses to the safety.
No, I was talking about the fucking link, George.
Oh. https://x.com/AUTISTICBOOBS/status/17.
Hold on. Oh, I said slow, George.
Okay.
/status
1793 498
Michigan 3.
38.
Oh my God, you guys suck at this. 179 349.
179 349 838 432 797 1187.
Jeez, this page doesn't exist. God damn it!
You didn't type it in right, man. You failed me.
Yeah, you forgot to tell me another slash after the status.
Well, duh.
Tony didn't find that page.
All right.
Everybody knows there's a slash after the status.
All right, so here's what it says. It says 80% chance that young Clip and I come to this without RSVPing to give out cute little buddy stickers. Oh my God, the threats that they're making here, guys. He sent the fucking detective. Guys, you need to be on the lookout. Here's a tweet. Look at this tweet. It's got a threatening 3D rabbit. The rabbit is threatening to Eric July.
Oh no!
The rabbit gift.
The horror.
Humanity.
He said we're probably, there's an 80% chance we go there and we're gonna give out cute little buddy stickers.
There's an 80% chance of cuteness and fluffiness. Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine a police officer reading the tweets under the handle autistic boobs? I can imagine him scrolling. Here's what I really like. He's scrolling, right? So he's seeing this like, oh, maybe there's another tweet. So he scrolls like, okay, her tits are out. Okay, her ass is out. Like, what am I doing here, guys? You just got me looking at some like ladies' nudes on fucking Twitter. So this is what they sent. This is threatening language. This got them so shook. They were so fucking shook by the fact that they were going to show up and pass out bunny stickers. At this point, should the detective been like, guys, we're going to have to fucking throw this out. I'm going to tell the judge you're retarded, right? Apparently, you guys are retarded at the Rippaverse, right? Because this is what you're sending me. This is the shit that they sent the detective to be on the lookout for. Given the potential threat this poses, the potential threat of getting a sticker with a bunny on it, guys. The horror.
The horror.
To the safety of the event attendees, I am reaching out to explore what collaborative measures they want to collaborate with the police department now. What collaborative measures can be taken to ensure everyone's safety and who we can speak to as the event falls outside your jurisdiction. You don't know the phone number to the police department in the other county, you retard? The amount of stupidity in they can't be this dumb, right? You just dial 911 and you go, hey.
And you wonder how their comics turned out so bad, you know? You wonder how.
Can you connect me to the whatever, like Collin County, Plano, whatever the fuck county it is, police department, right? That's it. Sorry, it's really simple. Unless Texas works on some weird system that's different from every other fucking state in the union, right? Like, no, sir, we can't do that. You have to have the special access code to talk to the detectives, and you got to email them first, and then they'll give you the special wink phone number. Like, what the fuck? 911. Well, actually, it's probably 311 because if you put 911, that's only emergency. So like 311 is like for non-emergency inquiries to the police department. It might be different in your area.
I'm of the opinion that if this guy went and took an elementary test, he'd probably get negative numbers.
Yeah.
Imagine if that police officer is now subscribed to Vince OnlyFans.
Yeah, right.
That would be something. For a former gangbanger, Eric sure is a pussy. Yeah. The main lesson is if you give Eric money the wrong way, he might call the poo-poo on you.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, see, Domino's is like, Tony, 911 is for... Well, this is an emergency. There's a guy who's threatening to show up with bunny stickers. May you have fine, healthy sons. What's up, Tory fan? I understand the complexities involved in handling such situations across different jurisdictions, but I believe our mutual goal is to maintain public safety. Now he's like trying to I don't know, befriend the police officer or what's the word? I'm looking for George.
Suck up.
Yeah, he's like sucking up to him. Like we're both, looking out. You're a great police officer who's, you do great police officer shit. I'm a great non-police officer, but I also do good shit. Like we can work together. Like you're good shit.
We can work this out.
Yeah. We can collaborate.
Yeah, they're real heroes.
Yeah. He's patronizing. This almost sounds patronizing, right? To prevent any potential harm. I am open to discussing what resources or support we can provide from our end to assist in managing the situation. Do you need a lawn chair to sit on outside the building, perhaps?
Do you need a tape machine? Or a forklift?
The Saskas will provide you with massages. We'll have a bell. You just ring the bell. They'll come out, massage your shoulders. Make sure that your trigger hand is ready at a moment's notice. What the fuck are you going to offer them? Also, they're the police. You can't give the police anything. They can't accept gifts, you fucking retard. Brandon, did you offer to blow them? Is that what this is? Did you just see Jimmy Farias and you had a crush on him and you started emailing him? This had nothing to do with Riley. You just wanted to suck his dick and you just couldn't figure out how to get him at the building, right? So you made up these threats. That would make more sense. If it comes out that that's the truth, I would at least go, well, you shot your shot, right? Like, hey, you took a non-conventional route to try to get, to try to get your love. I can sort of respect that, I guess. It says we will have 2 hired security within the property and suspect that if individuals do not show up to harass in person, they will take other message such as calling SWAT on the event. Now they're claiming that Riley was going to SWAT the event.
Wow.
The ridiculous fucking nature. These guys are so
over
fucking
stickers.
Insane. Yeah, they said they're going to put stickers. They might call the SWAT team on us. Like, no, guys, this is a little internet beef. Riley is not like they think he's like Dr. Doom or some shit. It's like the fucking mole man. He might show up with fucking monsters from an underground layer. You got to give us the police. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Riley said, apologize to me, and somehow this has escalated to you thinking he was going to have you swatted.
It's beautiful.
Please let me know at your earliest convenience how best we can assist you in this matter. I look forward to working with you to ensure the safety and security of all those attending the event. Thank you, Brandon.
Maybe Brandon gets deputized.
Hey, detective. I have attached a photo that Riley just posted on Twitter of Eric's house.
Hey, detective.
Wanted to make sure I got this over to you ASAP, as he seems to continue escalating. I want to make sure that you know that Riley took a picture of Eric's house off of Zillow, just so you know, right?
He continues escalating.
Yeah. So this is from Mr. Ferreris. It says, also, Katie, I gave you the link. Everyone's giving you the link, and she hasn't popped in. I'm very disappointed. There she is. I must have not heard it over my yelling.
Oh, no.
She's muted. And she left. You have a better chance of Riley falling through a ceiling in a Chris Farley fashion than a supervillain entrance. A Tory fan says, of course, you do need special tactics for Riley. The police officer has effectively let himself be manipulated to being some kind of state-provided protection. Voice for Eric's feelings, yeah. I don't know what happened to Katie. She was here and then she wasn't. Very strange behavior. No women on panel rule has been up.
Yeah, this is the He-Man's Women's Haters Club.
No, that was Wednesday. Wednesday was no women. What's up, Katie?
Hey.
There she is.
How's it going?
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, you sound fine. A little sad.
Okay.
You always got a little bit of sadness in your voice. This last
well, it's midnight and I work tonight, so I'm a little tired, but I'm here.
Wait a minute. You have time for Tony's stream and you don't have time for me?
George, if I read your book right now, I'm going to fall asleep.
No, you're not. It's so action-packed and exciting that it'll keep you up for hours. You'll be itching to know just who is the Immortal Mask and why is he immortal. Was that a good enough pitch, George? Do I get the
No, that was actually awesome. I'm going to be clipping this.
Have you had a chance to check these emails out, Katie? Or is this your first time looking at them?
This is my first time. I haven't had a chance to check them out.
Brandon has told the police officer that he's afraid that Riley might swat the event at the Boozy Bird.
Yeah, I saw that when Dick was going through it. That's so fucking stupid. That would not work. Like, the SWAT team would immediately show up and be like, what? We're not going to have chaos here if we show up. Like, what the hell? That's stupid.
Crazy day, huh? We got, what was that? Damn it, I forgot his name. The guy that quit comics and is not going to give people their books.
Oh, Rob Hunter.
Oh, Rob
Yeah,
Hunter.
Yeah, I got that email this morning, and when I read the first paragraph, I sent out the first sentence. I said, "Oh shit, here we go."
Wait a minute, Rob Hunter. What's wrong?
Yeah,
Right, that's Shinobi Sasquatch guy. What book? What book's he doing?
Death Raider.
Death Raider, yeah.
Oh, Death Raider. Okay.
He has quit comics. He raised $30,000 on his campaign, and he said it wasn't enough for him to live his life on it. Very, very odd.
He spent his life savings and everything.
What?
Yeah, he didn't want to get a job. Yeah, he didn't get a job for 3 years because he thought $30,000 from the campaign was supposed to, I don't know, pay his bills.
Manage his life expenses.
Yeah.
That's the okay.
Pay his bills. Well, Michael Bancroft actually put out a good tweet. I was actually surprised, but then I was like, thank you.
I haven't seen it.
All right, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Because even Bancroft calls it out. He called it out too. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't think crowdfunding was supposed to pay your bills. I mean, yes, if once you fulfill the book and you pay your taxes and then whatever extra you have left, yeah, then pay your bills. But the purpose of crowdfunding is you are saving up, you're raising money to produce and ship the book.
Yeah. But George,
yeah, I'm very disappointed. I had Rob on my show, and Armed 8 came on there, and we got him some good backers, and it's like the Jimmy thing, you know? It's just like...
I swear to God...
Tony, you were going to say something?
Yeah, first off, I swear to God, Rich, if you put out an email like that, I'm going to drive down to your house and force you to put out your book, okay? I don't care if we have to deliver them by hand, all right? We have to get donkeys, okay, in fucking Juan Desert. Like, hey, there's 2 Mexicans outside. They got coffee? No, they got fucking comic books, okay? We're going to be the fucking Juan Desert of comics, right? Yeah. From the hills of fucking Colombia come your comic books, all right? We'll do it, okay? They're going out. What I was going to say is, George, you said that was the silliest thing you heard, but we're not through all the emails, so
I know that this is the most epic stream here.
Rich says, "Never. I love my customers too much."
It's just disappointing, man. It's just disappointing.
If anyone in the panel, in the chat, who's listening on Rewind, if you can contact Rob Hunter and tell him to contact Critical Blast, we may have a solution for him, and he may come out on top. And if you're not careful, you may learn something. Hey.
What were you say, Katie?
Yeah, maybe quoting Bill Cosby, not the best idea. You know.
We'll throw in a Cosby just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles,
yeah.
Anyway, I think Katie was going to say something.
Yeah, it's all disappointing. Like, just really, and it's something that's now used to just hurt crowdfunding and the community in itself. And it's just, I don't know. I just think, I don't know if it was the way it was worded or what, I don't know, but I was very taken back by that email.
What's not disappointing is the first 30 pages of the Immortal Mask. There's no
You know
words.
what, George? When I get around to it, I swear to fucking
words.
God, I am going to do like a special stream. I'm going to make it all about George. I'll even have little mini plushy George pictures in the background of my stream.
11
months, and I will praise you and read your book, and I'll do a review. And
11 months.
Have confetti and rainbows and unicorns and crazy shit.
11 months plus 3 months.
Listen, might I have a suggestion?
What?
Just like Mint. Remember when Mint read BA's book on stream? Why don't you just sit down and have story time and read his book on stream? You don't have to show anything. Just sit there and say, guys, I'm going to read the Immortal Mask to you.
Yeah, in the first 30 pages, there's no words to read. It's just action.
So do I have to read it out loud?
If you like.
I mean, unless you want the chat to just look at you sitting there reading to yourself.
Then yeah. Well, I mean, I
think you should read it out loud.
Well, you heard what George says is the first 30 pages is no words. So it's like...
Yeah, so you would just be like, okay, on this page, there's...
Yeah, first 30 pages, no words, and the last 30 pages, no words, and there's only only about 170 pages in there that are, words.
And you have to use accents for every different character, so we know who's talking when you read.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's got a huge cast, like 6 people.
Just pretend you're reading a book to your kids. It'll be fantastic.
You know what? That's
So you want me to treat my audience like a bunch of little toddlers?
Hey, you're the one who says that you want to, look at these books and give them to your kids. Why don't you give the Immortal Mask to the kids and ask them to read it and review it?
They're not old enough to read. I'm slowly trying to get my youngest out of pull-ups right now, George. Do you really think he's going to be able to read?
Wait. So you're telling me your youngest kid who will be able to review the Immortal Mask better than you? Better than you?
Yeah, read it like a kindergarten teacher. Katie, look it. I'm
You want me to hold the book up like it's story time and say, "Look, kid."
Do you know how much money you're gonna make from this, Katie? Okay, there's probably
I won't make it. Ain't gonna make shit.
You know what? Well, I'm calling it now. We'll even have a Katie Dib, tier in the campaign. Just look at
see. Forrest says, "Yeah, I'm telling you. You put on the little teacher glasses, put your hair up in like a bun, okay, and you go, all right, everybody, be quiet now. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read you a story. Billy, hand down, okay? We're reading the story now." Hands to yourself, children, and just start reading like your kindergarten teacher. I guarantee you're gonna get super chats. People are gonna be like, "We love this shit. This is fantastic."
Yeah.
Pretend like have a little juice box or something, and like, okay, I'm passing out juice boxes now. Like, here you go.
My haters would have a field day.
That's a new niche for you, Katie. You're gonna
and you know what? While you're doing that, we'll launch the campaign. While you're doing that.
Look, it'll be a good night stream, like you're tucking everyone in. All right, everyone, get ready for nap time. I'm going to read you a story.
We could. That's a good idea. Campaign. Damn it, George. You know I'm a promoter, so of course you would fucking say that.
Like I tell you, the moment you review the Immortal Mask, we'll launch the campaign right at the moment you finish reviewing. It goes, and you know what? I just finished reviewing this.
Why? Because I would spoil the story.
Well, then don't spoil the story. Read the book and say, you know what? This is a pretty fucking good book. Or you know what? This book has really confused the fuck out of me. Or this book really sucks. It doesn't matter. Just review the fucking book.
Katie's gonna review it. She's gonna be like, "It's called the Immortal Mask, and there was only one mask in the book. What the hell? I'm ripped off."
And you know what? In the Katie Dib special tier, we'll have nude pictures of Katie with clothes on. There you go.
Like a harlot, just wearing clothes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Shameless.
The audacity.
Yeah.
So, George, do you really want me to? George, do you really be serious with me for once in your life? Because sometimes I never know if you're ever serious or not. But do you really want me to read your book on a live stream? Like I'm reading it to my children, so you can launch your campaign of the book that I'm reading on stream.
Find your favorite passage out of the book. Find your favorite 3 or 4 pages out of the book and read them to the audience. And captivate the audience, which I'm sure you can do. And tell them, really, you know what? You know what?
I'm telling you,
you want to get you want to know what happens? Got to get the book. And here's the link to the book because it's live right now. And the only place you can get the hardcover for the Immortal Mask is the campaign. Once the campaign's done, no one gets the hardcover. It's all soft cover after that. And
you heard what George said. During the campaign, you get the hard. Afterward, everyone's soft.
Yeah.
Everyone's soft.
And we
all
have,
right, well then I'll be sitting there reading it in silence. I mean, I could talk about I can't even really talk about what's going on.
Words, George. Like the first 30 pages, those are my favorite part.
Who's the artist who created Bane? What's the name again? His name again?
Chuck Dixon?
No, the drawer.
The drawer.
Graham Nolan?
Graham Nolan. We have a Graham Nolan a piece of illustration that's going to be in as a stretch goal. You know?
Cosmic Vader says, George, what if she doesn't have a favorite part?
Then she can have a favorite parts.
Just read an excerpt. I'm now going to read you an excerpt from the Immortal Mask. And then when you read the part with the Chinese guy, because that's funny. You can be like, "Oh, so Mr. Immortal Mask, why you come to Chinatown? What you looking for?" That's in the book. I'm not making this up.
You know, he's actually absolutely correct. That was very good.
Can I read? If I do that, I could go back and try to pick like 4 pages after I read it. Say I read it on live stream. And yeah, I'm sitting there quiet, but am I able to make comments here and there without spoiling?
Yes, go right ahead. Did you see what Frog Tony did? Hargrave did? Mint Salad did? Who else? There was a few others. I got them all saved. Was it John Long's box? Yeah, he just basically said he was surprised it was pretty fucking good.
Tony's Asian hate is making a comeback. It's never went away. It's always just bubbling right under the surface.
I mean, you're going to tell me you're going to be as non-spoilerish as Frog Tony or Mint Salad? Come on. You see those guys? They showed up so many pages of the book. They almost had flowcharts. Like, Tony, you could have had flowcharts for my book, you know. But could have had flowcharts.
All right, let's get back to the emails here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Katie, come on.
I will say this. I'll see. Maybe I'll set a goal or something. I don't know. We'll see what the audience feels.
Yeah, come on. You know, it's like this is going to be the most ultimate book launch ever.
George, I got an idea. George, I got an idea. Hear me out on this, okay?
Go ahead.
Katie, cover your ears with your hands. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's covered. All right, George, here's what you need to do. I need you to fake your death. Leave a will that makes Katie the proprietor of your will, so she has to read it out to everybody, but then actually just copy the dialogue from the Immortal Mask. So then she's reading your will, like, this is the last will and testament of George Peter Gatzis, and then suddenly she starts reading the Immortal Mask. Then you wake up from your coffin, you're like, gotcha! What'd you think of the book, Katie?
I don't know, Tony. That's a little too Jewish for me. What do you think?
I think it's just the right amount of Jewish. Not a little too much, not too little.
You come back from the dead. That's not Jewish. That's Christianity.
All right. Okay. Fine. If people in the chat put 631-497 in the chat, we will. Yeah.
George is like a woman. He made the show all about himself. I guess we got to kick George. Yeah. In basic terms, George is a waste of space. Damn it.
That is true.
All right. Back to the Rippaverse stuff. That's from Jimmy Farias. Says, Andrew and Brandon, I got your emails with content. Thanks for sending that. I just spoke to Eric, and he explained you are all aware with procedures for the issuance of a criminal trespass warning should Riley be on property he is not welcome at, and someone with authority over that property is available to issue the warning in the presence of a police officer. Holy fuck! Do you know what this is?
Setup. No. A sting. What do you call it? What do you call the stings? Yes.
No. This right here, this email, just blows apart Eric July's story. Remember, Eric July didn't call the cops. Eric July didn't have Riley arrested. This officer, Jimmy Farias, said he spoke with Eric and explained to him the procedure to issuance of criminal trespass. And he has to have somebody who owns the property. So Eric July, he's saying, hey, you're running the event. You can have Riley trespassed as long as you tell the owner to go out with you and have Riley trespassed.
Oh, shit.
That's why Riley was told to leave the property by the owner. Because Eric was told that that's the procedure that he has to follow. That's why they were inviting Riley back to the bar the next day to have drinks, because they really didn't care. This was all Eric. The whole idea, the whole Eric didn't call the cops. Eric doesn't have control over the police. Eric didn't tell the bar owner. He decided that on his own. None of that was true. It was all bullshit. Before the event,
I just spoke to Eric.
Done. He told him. He said, "This is what you do." So there it is, right there in writing from the fucking police department. Yeah, if Riley's on property he's not welcome at, and someone with authority over that property is available to issue the warning in the presence of a police officer. Riley showed up. Eric said, Boozy Bird guy, or he probably talked to the Boozy Bird guy ahead of time, said, hey, if Riley shows up, you need to issue trespassing on him when a police officer shows up, right? So it was all premeditated. It was all pre-fucking planned. Yeah. They knew Riley was possibly going to show up, and they already set it up that as soon as he got there, they would fucking give him a trespassing. I think that's it.
This is police entrapment. Yes, that's what it is.
I spoke to Eric, and he tells me you all understand what to do to get Riley arrested. Exactly, Cosmic Vader. It also means that every single person at the Rippaverse knows they did fraud when they say trespass. Crazy. It's crazy. Eric and them probably never expected these emails to get out. They expected to be able to do this shit behind closed doors, right? Secret phone calls with the police officer. Good afternoon. Here is Riley visiting the gravesite as I expected with the time frame I discussed. We can't go to that tweet, but spoiler alert, Riley didn't go to the gravesite. I think we all know that by now. If he decides he wants to come to our warehouse again, he could be here this weekend. Thank you, Brandon. If he decides, guys, He's so close that if he decided to show up, he could be here in a couple of days. Who the fuck? Like, what kind of bitch ass behavior is this? Could you imagine calling the cops up and go, "Hey, I've calculated exactly where Autoy is, and should he start walking towards my house, he could be here within 3 days. So you might want to, give me some sort of protection. He's not here right now. There's no indication he's heading here. But if
he's headed here, I'm telling you. Look at that.
Yeah, if he decided at any point in time to just start walking this way, he could be here in 3 days. So what the fuck? Email received. Thank you. Now, apparently, they're getting tired of this shit. They're just like, we got it. We got your email. Okay, we got it, buddy. Good evening. Below is everything I sent to PD Digital Media. Here are the photos, videos, and tweets of what we have so far. Here is the primary account in question, along with tweets. So that is the see you next time.
Wait, so this guy's just volunteering all this information even after the police said, "Okay, thanks, we're good."
Yeah.
Wow.
He got. I love that he's got a veto tweet, and they blocked out the veto count. I'm gonna put his Twitter handle. Also, this is it's all uphill from here. They literally say what the tweet is from. See you next time, but then they block it out in the fucking tweet. He says, "I have giant shears because I couldn't find a chainsaw today. I'm in Plano, pussy." Then Vito saying, "Oh, look, this is Vito laughing at Riley's antics. Remember when Vito said he never encouraged Riley and he never told Riley it was funny and he never found any of the things Riley was doing to be humorous?" It looks like we found two liars today, guys. We've busted Eric July and his lie. We busted Vito, his lie. And bananas are not fruit; they're berries. Captain Finity, you are correct.
Bananas are herbs, not berries.
They're berries.
No, herbs.
What do you think about this, Katie?
Banana's the biggest herb on the planet.
I think it's hilarious how Brandon is so fucking paranoid and wastes so much of his time and his boss's money sitting around doing this. Like, it's so stupid. It's retarded.
Well, here's what you're saying that it's Brandon. I don't think it's Brandon at all. I think Eric is telling Brandon to do it just so he's like, I don't want to be the one on record emailing the police department because I said I didn't do it. So I'm gonna need you, Brandon Laser Eyes, to go ahead and email the police and let them know.
But if I was Brandon and had a fucking brain that God gave me, I would say, "No, bro, this is getting to be too much for me to do. Like, this is your problem, not mine. I gotta have
but they're close friends. That's the problem. Like, they're in close together.
Look, what it is if you want me to keep sucking your dick behind the Walgreens, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and email that police officer, okay?"
Because this is embarrassing for Eric, but really,
yeah, but they didn't know it was gonna come out. That's the thing.
But it's more embarrassing for Brandon.
Yeah, but again, they didn't know it was like 100%. They never thought we would be looking at these emails on a live stream. 100%. So as far as they're concerned, it wasn't embarrassing because I'm just doing my job, right? Boss told me to email the police. I emailed the police. Say, "Yes, sir, Mr. Boss. Let me go email them police right now." Why am I talking like a fucking racial stereotype? I'm really guys.
No.
Stop giving me
started with
alcohol.
The Asian thing.
Well done, well done, sir.
It's like I had a moment of clarity. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing here, bud? Brandon and Eric should be paranoid. Look how easy it is to get the secrets from the police. Riley isn't even trying to invade and steal and do crime at Eric.
It's always people who are shady who are like this. I'm telling you.
Eric lost his virginity to Laser Eyes. That's what it is. Son of Watt says Eric is Brandon's meal ticket. Yeah. These are trade secrets, and that trade is crime. Yeah, the secret ingredient is crime. Do short round next. Damn it, Robco. I'm gonna need $10. I'm gonna need at least $10 if I'm gonna do racism. Everyone's just paying me super chats. Do a racism, Tony. I knocked when I was there, but he cowered inside crying. Dick Masterson's tweet: "Get fucked." You blubbering pussy. Riley is standing at the front door of your industrial warehouse. It's literally nothing. This is Eric crying. All right, appearing at our place of business, an address that isn't even public, crosses several lines. His address isn't even public. Literally, you could go to Google and find your address. It is very public. I have no idea how low they stoop, so I had to act accordingly. The two individuals showed up at the warehouse at 23:19:43, and they both left at 23:23:42. Attached is a video of them showing up during this time. One of them taped money on our business window, and he was not welcome to be here. Could you emailed the police that Riley has showed up and taped money?
He was not welcome.
Your money is unwelcome at our business.
We told him he's not welcome here, sir. You're just not welcome. But also, remember when Eric was like, they taped some weird shit. He put some weird stuff on it. Literally, Brandon is admitting they knew it was money. They knew it was just fucking money. I wish these links worked. Wish these were clickable links. Damn you, Hebitude. Because I really seeing the I want to see the footage of Riley outside acting a fool. Oh, look at that. There's Riley. There he's menacing in the car. He's driving away menacingly. We are led to believe that this individual is also involved. They were staying at a hotel somewhere around here. Who's that individual? That would be Autistic Boobs. Thank you, Brandon. Hey, Jimmy, man. Now they're on a first name basis. Not even Hey, Detective Farias anymore. Now it's Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. If you were a police officer, would you find that to be disrespectful that they emailed you like that?
Yeah.
Not unless they're close.
Right.
Best friends, just like that little boy that just called you daddy. He called and told them that he spoke to Riley too and told him he wasn't welcome. This is why mistakes keep happening with the comics. Brandon had one eye on lying to the police and the other eye on quality control. We call our warehouse a freezing. Probably the officer told him he could call him that in a phone call. You could, laser eyes. We've had this close communication for several months now. You could just go ahead and call me Jimmy. Can I call you Brandon? This is crazy. Like I said, I really would have that footage of Riley taping the money, trying to get his his setup all done. That would have been really nice. Been really fun. Man, I was wrong, guys. I made a mistake. I said it was 47 pages, right? The original document that was trimmed down. Right?
Okay.
It's actually 107 pages.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
So I might have made a little boo-boo, right?
Looks like a bad time to quit smoking amphetamines.
No, we're not going to go through because there's a lot of redundancy in the original version. I was just
thank God.
original version.
Yeah, that's a whole awesome comic.
Hey Jimmy, I want to point out that the subject we have been discussing, like you're not a police officer, Jimmy. The subject we've been discussing, yeah, the aggressive short man with the shears. I believe he's planning to go to a gravesite and potentially deface a gravestone. Why just say Riley?
Snitches.
Yeah. And this is Riley.
Even
driving.
here, they do the certain individual bullshit. It's crazy.
He says, "Yeah, I have nothing else to do on the way to Isom's grave. I'm going to deface it." For context, someone has already been there, and then he put the tweet of Casey Jones. Oh no, Jazilla. The subject in question is in New Jersey, and I believe he will be visiting the gravesite in the next 1 or 2 days or so in Arkansas. Eric would be able to give further details as to where the gravesite is. They are driving the same red Prius, the infamous Prius. And then that's the end of the email chains. What a fucking group of pussies, guys.